you seem to prioritize education. I really think that's interesting. Talk about some mentors that you had as you were coming up in business, and some of the biggest lessons that they taught you.
Well, I mean, I've had a number. I really have had a number. I've been very, very fortunate. Funny enough, thinking about who I didn't write about in the book, I had someone when I was in Zambia who said to me, he said, you know, I'm going to work for you one day. Now, you know, what was I was in my 20s. I must be 24, 25. He said, I'm going to work for you one day. I know that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you everything I know about the business. Now, you can't have anyone better than that, all right? And, you know, he did end up working for me. I was embarrassed. I mean, I remember blushing. I was so embarrassed. Oh, no, you know, but...
he's both recognizing your potential and also showing you that you don't know some things.
Yeah. So, lessons for management, you know, try and impart whatever knowledge you have to people. One of my, actually, all of my executive assistants that I had in my tenure have all been promoted. One is about to get another promotion. It's not announced yet. I would bring them in for 2 years, 2-year frame, to give them this immersion, and we would sit on the plane. I'd talk about the business. You know, they would get the tutorial, and then boom, they got to go out into the real world. You know. But getting those sort of experiences and being able to ask the right questions you're asking about mentors, of your mentors, is hugely important. And I guess you get lucky too. I just happen to have had worked for some really good people. I've had 1 or 2, you know, mediocre bosses I've had, but by and large, really good people. And I think if you just engage and are engaging, you know, people repay you by sitting you down and talking to you. And have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about that?
And kind of along those same lines, what would you tell an aspiring student or young person about how to prepare themselves to be competitive in the global economy?
Well, the first thing you've got to do is you better enjoy what you're doing and have an interest. So if you have that interest, then you're going to do in your own private time, you're going to read up about the industry. Or if you've got a global view, you're going to read up about, you're always going to be interested in politics, you're going to be interested in sociology, you're going to be interested in cultures, you're going to be interested in, you're probably also going to be interested in what's happening with the environment and all of those issues. So you have to identify the things that interest you that are in the business that make it really exciting to be in, and build off those, because that will give you actually a point of differentiation with other people. Because if you're able to engage with people who are senior to you and demonstrate even a slightly naive knowledge of something they don't think that you've been exposed to, you know what? You make your mark. Now, if you do that only to impress, not because you enjoy, you'll be uncovered. You'll be careful. But if it's legitimate and genuine and you've got some sort of passion for it, that to me is what it's all about. And demonstrating that, people pick it up. What I fail to understand, I think everyone does when you're way down, you know, way down the pecking order in an organization, is how senior management actually sees through. It's like an eagle in the sky. They're able to see through, and you see young people and you pick them up and you say, you know, that's an interesting one. Let me find out. And those people are always people who are demonstrating enthusiasm, drive. They're trying to do more than their job definition. And I guess this is the other thing I would say. You know, we get a job and you've got your whole job spec, and this is what it's all about. The people succeed are the ones who make that job bigger than the job spec. And the people who fail are the ones who succeed in making it smaller. And I think that's the way you've always got to look at it, because there's always, you need to do what you're paid for, but boy, there's more that you can do. And that's how you actually have fun, but also get noticed.